So it's election season again. The era of cassava gari. But yeah, like what do we think about the candidates?
If I want to make more money.
No, don't disrespect. No. We are not disrespectful. But what do we think about the candidates? So for me, it's like we have like a 3-horse race between somebody that looks competent and wears glasses, somebody that does not sound competent, but people say is competent, another person that is just cruising.
Okay, so
First
of all, I feel like it's a special time because this is like the first time ever in Nigeria that you can confidently say that we have a 3-horse race. There's always been 2, like right from time.
But do we actually have a 3-horse race? Is that party strong enough to compete with like the 2 traditional boys? You know, it's like watching Premier League, and then like you have like Man City, Liverpool, and they now like Brentford.
I feel like it has the PR, but not the support. Like, because the traditional people they are traditional for a reason. They have put in the groundwork over decades. They have built their network. They have built their connections.
The last 24 years.
Exactly. While you, on the other hand, yes, you're a good man. People like you, but then almost structure.
I think that honestly, like, looking at this particular election cycle, with how well we've done before, or how these elections have done before, we would miss. So I hear you talk about structure, right? But what is the purpose of structure? Structure is supposed to help you with grassroots mobilization and bringing people out to come and vote for you, right? I think that what Nigerians have seen as at today, and with the motivation and the willingness of Nigerians for this guy that is laboring, probably, hopefully not in vain, has changed like the approach to the election. You don't need people to bring from the people are now coming because we have suffered.
I'll just ask one rhetorical question.
Okay.
Tell me any democracy in the world, not tiny country, any large democracy, not Latvia, Estonia, in the world, where a third force has ever won an election.
France. Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron contested that.
No, as an independent. But
so he left the 2 parties. So Emmanuel Macron was popular. But he left the 2 parties and contested as an independent.
This is
and won in France.
But even to add to what Tobi has said, right? The problem is that Nigeria's case is not what you are going to be using.
We were mad.
What do you think now?
So I'm of the opinion that while there are 3 major parties that are contesting for this election, right? They are all moving, they are changing. Over the years, they've been switching parties. So they are just the same set of people.
I mean,
same set of people
everybody's just going
with different party
today,
names. So so for me, my ideal candidate would be a young person. So if at all I'm going to vote, because I don't believe my vote counts. I don't.
That's a lot to unpack.
I don't believe my vote counts.
Oh, Nigerian youth.
But I'll go for the younger person.
Do you at least have the PVC?
Yes, I do.
Are you going to vote?
No.
Why?
I collected my PVC because it's very small and it's very handy. So when they ask for means of identity, instead of going about with my NIN slip, which is now old, the PVC is really small and light. Yes, it is.
No, this is fun because I can imagine that a lot of people have this same impression about election as well.
Maybe we should ask Pascal, you have a PVC.
So I've not voted before in my life.
Well, you can give us speak English. What's the PVC?
Yes, I have a PVC. It's in Anambra State. Yes, it's in my polling unit in Anambra State. And when that time comes, I will enter God's good motors and I will go back home and I will vote. Are they mad? Why would they have it?
But I think a lot of Nigerians like plan for that as well.
Do you have one first?
Wait,
before you shit
finish now.
You have a PVC.
So when I was 18, my father carried on
in
my house to center to go and register to collect it. But my center is in one village in Ogun State. I've never gone there to vote, and I wasn't planning to even be in Nigeria by election, anyways, because I have plans to jackpot. But I think that it raises a question of whether like INEC will be able to allow like the people in diaspora to vote, because as at the last count, there are over like 30 million Nigerians in diaspora. For other countries, they allow people in diaspora to vote.
Yes.
In US, the last election, they used like mail-in voting and everything. They allowed other people to vote. Because of the number of people
are we prepared for that in terms of like the infrastructure it needs, like the tech? Because we are doing paper hand voting and people are still finding ways to sneak in things.
No, I think
now
that
make it where you can mail your votes. I mean,
the last
are we
two
ready
elections
with the
that
level of
they
our
did,
corruption?
I mean, we are corrupt. That one we can't change that.
About that,
We are fantastically
I got
corrupt.
my PVC 2019 before the previous election, and when I collected it, someone somewhere at Ikorodu, a friend of mine, called me and I was like, "Have I collected my PVC?" I said, "Yes, I have it here with me." I was like, "But I can see your PVC here."
No,
And I was like-
maybe your twin.
Maybe someone that looks like
Maybe your
you.
twin.
No, I can. I had to go back to the room to check if
No,
I
maybe
really
that person
collected
is
my
Bambolu,
PVC.
not
I was like,
Bambolu.
I have my PVC here. It's like my PVC is somewhere here and they are sharing it around, and that raises the question of, does our vote really count? Like, does it really? Because someone somewhere now is voting on my behalf.
No, it counts, but it counts multiple times. Because
The Paschal Okonkwo is number
yeah, voting for me since 2016.
let me be the like voice of optimism, because the last two elections that they've done, I think the Ekiti and the Osun State election, they have tried to use like the card tracking stuff, whereby like you can, as in it's only one person, and they did sort of like an online uploading. So right from the center, you would watch them upload the scores to a server, and you actually see what each local government has.
Yeah.
So while like before now you stay at the polling booth and they will say 1, 2, and then they will go and write whatever it is they want to write. They will upload it. You can check our next site and you literally see it.
Yeah.
But can't someone
The new electoral bill.
So who is imputing? Who is imputing the vote?
No, as they impute, if they impute 40 there and you were there when, so they will still count it the way they count normally. But everybody knows that PDP has 40, APC has 20.
No.
By the time they upload it, you would, if that is not what is there, you will fight there now and hold on to your
correctly, yes.
So, but the problem now is that because it's Nigeria.
But that thing though,
I don't
who has ever administered like an election here before?
No,
I have.
I tried to do it at
Because I have. I did it.
They
Yes.
came to beat us.
2019.
Tomiwa, so this thing that Tobi just talked about is like an offshoot, like it came out from the new electoral bill. So it's a new
So
thing.
my own does not count.
No, it's the one that you did then
No, that
didn't
one,
count,
that
but
one
this one,
But yeah, like Pascal has said, the new electoral bill is sort of, if they follow it through, seems to be like a step in the right direction for us. And it's looking like, because the powers are sort of like evenly distributed, it's very hard for one person to like bully another person, because as in, like Abimbolu has said, it's the same people that are playing. APC has strong candidates. They have strong people in their party. They have people that were in PDP before. Blah, 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 blah. But like, will all of this still influence like people's choices to vote, or do we think like, because we have, so like, according to like one of the things I read that like Nigeria has one of the lowest turnouts for votes. Because as in, if 100 million people register for votes, maybe only 15 million people will go and vote. How, as in, so are we? How is Nigeria prepared to have like more people turn out to vote, or is this Sakpa that is going to drive us to go and vote?
It's still sensitization last. Like if we can somehow convince Abimbolu that there's nobody else
How do you
voting as
convince
Abimbolu.
people who think that she likes it for the card now?
No,
How do you convince me that I want to Sakpa?
It comes down.
So I actually think that, like, to be honest, like Tobi mentioned, one of the reasons why I think people will come out to vote. I think that is Sakpa. A lot of Nigerians now are broke. Inflation, things are very expensive in the market. Transport, everything. Everybody's feeling it. If you are fearing for yourself, you are feeling the impact of Nigeria in your pocket. Like the 1,000 I have today is not the same 1,000 I had in my pocket in 2019, 2018. Things are difficult, right? Sakpa is going to drive people outside. See, Sakpa, insecurity, all these issues that we're having in Nigeria today, if it's affecting you, you're going to come out to vote.
I mean,
right?
there's like a competition between Aso and Top.
Exactly.
Who strikes more?
See, man have plenty of please. So if you're watching, go and get your PVC too.
Yes.
That was not my own view. It's
It's
all of us.
It's our reality. It's not our view. It's our view.
Even if you're just going to use it as a means of education, please still get it.
Don't be like Abimbolu. Don't be like Abimbolu.
You know, get it first. When you don't get it, we can then convince you
To go and vote, actually.
But at least, without mentioning names, describe your ideal candidates by 5 things. So it can be fiscal appearance, it can be policies that the person wants, So describe your ideal candidates.
I don't think I have up to 5, but if I'm going to vote, two deciding factors will be age and level of education.
Why age and why level of education?
Because ever since I was born, the same people I've heard of are still the ones in power. Let's try someone.
The relics.
Let's try someone new. I don't think those people understand things that are happening now. They are still like, I mean, like someone came out the other day and it wasn't even coherent. And I'm like, how is this person even vying for that position?
You have a spokesperson.
No,
I was speaking on his behalf.
You're only hearing him now because once you win,
The spokesperson. You hear him again.
Age is a deciding factor. And how come before you can contest for election, the minimum level of education you need to have is WAEC. At this time, WAEC.
Can't even use WAEC to get the job I have now.
You can't even use WAEC. As in, WAEC?
WAEC is now like common entrance.
True. So we're asking like, will it be fair? So what if somebody that did not go to school is passionate about Nigeria?
Person should go to school.
Actually, if you're passionate about Nigeria, go to school. Yeah.
Then go to do now.
Actually. So your own is 2 things. Like
Yes.
level of
Education and age.
Okay. But the 3 candidates have
Level of education.
They have the level of education.
They do.
And age in quotes.
They do.
In quotes.
And they're all young.
Quotes now. I don't understand. Age is relative. What do you mean by young?
See the queen now. As the age is the age.
Yes.
Yeah, Tomiwa, what's your?
And most of them are less than 70. Yes.
That's what they said.
Yeah, that's what they said. They are.
When someone say that's the person's age,
that's his age.
I think for me, it comes down to a person that can answer some like pertinent questions. I mean, I feel like Nigeria, like so far, we've got to the level that they can easily bobo. They'll just ginger you 1 or 2 things. Like 2015, for example, some people just came out and just say, the priority for us right now is anti-corruption. Let's fight corruption. Let's change. And all of us gather head, follow, enter
The change
now is worse.
Did it change?
I didn't follow.
Did they give you change?
Yes. Everything changed.
Negative or positive.
Wait, did they change for the better or change for the worse? They say change. But then it changed. It changed.
That's why I feel like we need to move past that point where people can easily, like, you can actually answer questions. Nigeria is in a dire state right now.
So what
type of questions?
No, think about like we've been having flooding issues in the north recently, insecurity, people are fighting, people are dying. In the south, they are still vying. Their oil business. This thing, we want our oil money. If everybody is fighting for one reason, Nigeria right now is the most insecure it has ever been in a long time. In terms of money, we have reached the point right now where our debt is beyond our revenue. Just to not even the debt, servicing the debt. So
that's an issue for another.
Things are in a dire state. You have to answer questions. We have a lot of problems. Pick out these problems one by one and tell us in practical terms
how you're going to
give us a long-term plan, short-term, medium-term, long-term. If you can answer questions and you make sense, it's fine.
Personally, I think that anybody can answer any question, right? Like for instance, I'm going to call his name because it's not contextual, right? Someone like Osibanjo can answer these questions, right? But it's not enough for me to vote for him. I need to look at your antecedents. I need to see what you've done. You cannot just walk from anywhere and want to be president of Nigeria. You have to first of all be governor, be senate. What's your CV? Where have you been so that I can see your track record? I need to see what you've done before in your life. Whether it's private sector, MD of a prominent company, and see what you've done. You need to be able to change things, transform. I need to see it. I don't need to hear you. I need to see with my eyes. Otherwise, I will not believe you. Because we've been lied to a lot by politicians. I don't care.
The candidate is sounding very familiar.
Yeah. Is it? I didn't know. I'm not mentioning anybody's name. I need to see track. I need to see it. Right. I need to hear people testify to what you've done. Right. I need to hear it, and that alone is enough for me. I don't care about age. Yeah, like age is nothing. Yeah, age to me is nothing. I don't care. I don't really care about age. I don't care about age. I don't. I care about track record.
So that is Pascal's view.
That's my view. I don't care about age.
For me, I think that any president that can provide the answer to 2 questions, how do we solve electricity and how do you solve insecurity? Honestly, if you like be corrupt, if you like be 95 years old, any president that comes in today and solves the problem of electricity, in Nigeria.
Yes.
As in, just give the person.
Just go.
And number two, solve
enable every other sector.
just solve, if you can solve those two problems, as in, guys,
Every other sector, investment will come in.
Power and insecurity, if you can fix
and
it.
security.
but by the way, it's also important to note that it's not just the election at the top that is also happening.
Yeah, true.
So we have the chance for governors, senates, where the real power is supposed to be.
Actually.
But these
But
days,
we should be discussing that
House
too.
of Rep,
We should be discussing that.
but I think that everybody right now is focused on that top seat, because we know that if we get that one right, at least the next 4 years for us as Nigerians, because we are the ones that own Nigeria, not the.
But if we get that one right and then we get every other one wrong, I mean,
how
will the right
we
person at the
shall
top
start from
change?
somewhere. We shall.
When you have one president and the full cabinet,
But I think it's easier. I think it's easier, to be honest, to get the presidential one right than to get like the whole senators, whole legislation. I think it's easier. That one, it is a lot. Yeah, let's not people are elected.
This is the problem I have in Nigeria. Like whenever if you see somebody now, I'm passionate. Next thing you want to do, I want to go and apply for presidency. When you do
No. That one is different. That one is different.
Let's focus on those grassroots.
No, what you're saying is different from what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's more difficult
It's more difficult
to elect competent senators. How many senators we
I
have?
will not mention my legal government. Like I was going over here just recently with my Uber. Like my Uber, I've not even got into my area here too. Just the main road. Because they complaining, road is bad. I was walking at I was seeing nice signposts.
No.
Another 4 years.
Your
Let's
constituency-
go again.
your
You have
constituency
enough money to
principal-
pay for those
the
things,
person
but you
probably
cannot
stays
fix
in
the
Abuja.
road where we are.
The person stays in here.
He lives in Gagada. I know him. He lives in Gagada. The road there is better than my own area.
Please, I think we should. The most important thing, let's elect leaders that will stay in Nigeria with us.
Exactly.
And not be ruling us from the comfort of
From Britain.
airport or from
From
Dubai.
Dubai.
I think like that is
Yeah.
Part of it. That's one thing too.
Yeah, and I feel that before someone contests for election, they should also check their health history. Because we can't be using taxpayer money to like.
We don't lose many presidents actually.
Yeah.
We've lost.
So we want someone healthy. So I think health is also a deciding factor.
So then that brings in the age factor too, because no matter how fit you are, when you're getting old, age will start to enter.
Some people are still wearing tracksuits recently.
Yes, no. Taking fine pictures that are edited. Digital pictures.
They were very.
Yes, no.
Well.
It fits
That different cassava guy.
Yes, no. I can feel like exercise.
This na my view, and don't forget to subscribe.